What truly determines the razor-thin line between absolute success and forced surrender? Victory grants the chance to live another day, but just a single mistake can cause everything to violently collapse. A devastating gore, a bone-shattering kick, or the desperate, frantic resistance of the prey is more than enough to make the predator pay the ultimate price. Witness the most incredible failed lion hunts ever captured on camera. During the punishing dry season on the African savanna, massive herds of Cape buffalo are always a highly tempting target. Weighing well over 800 pounds, 800 kilos every fully grown adult represents a colossal source of food. But in return, they are exceptionally rarely alone. Dozens, sometimes hundreds of individuals stand shoulder to shoulder to fiercely protect one another. Therefore, every single buffalo hunt is a highly perilous test of survival. As one of Africa's iconic Big Five, the Cape buffalo possesses raw, staggering power and a truly formidable will to fight. Countless hunts that seemingly reached their fatal conclusion suddenly reverse course, violently forcing the lion to forfeit its crown. In the brutal heart of the dry season, shrinking watering holes become the inevitable gathering point for thousands of buffalo. As water becomes agonizingly scarce, the entire herd is forced to return to these familiar spots every single day, and the predators know exactly where to wait.
Lion is now up and mobile and stalking.
A lioness suddenly bursts from cover, locking onto an individual at the outer edge of the herd. But the hunt rapidly shifts momentum. The buffalo herd instantly wheels around and launches a terrifying counterattack, violently forcing the lioness to abandon her prey immediately. In nature, the ultimate evolutionary advantage does not lie in the physical strength of a single individual, but in the overwhelming might of the collective. Despite being the most fearsome apex predators on the savanna, faced with the unyielding countercharge of the buffalo herd, they are humiliatingly forced to scramble up the nearest trees, desperately seeking safety. Absolutely no predator can easily extinguish the life of prey that possesses a burning desire to live. Across the vast African plains, zebras constantly move in tightly knit herds, ceaselessly scanning the horizon to detect any approaching danger. The exact second a lion appears, the entire herd violently accelerates. A plains zebra can sprint at blistering speeds of 37 to 40 m/s, 60-65 Perilous, forcing the predator to close the gap almost entirely before launching a strike. But raw speed is not their final line of defense. If a lion closes in too tightly from behind, the zebra can suddenly shift its weight forward and unleash a devastating explosive kick with both hind legs. A direct impact to the skull or jaw can cause catastrophic, life-threatening injuries. Even if the prey is brought down, such a brutal injury can easily push the predator to the absolute brink of death.
Focus.
Across the parched, unforgiving lands of southern and eastern Africa, sheer starvation forces a pride of lions to target the oryx, a profoundly perilous target. A fully grown adult can weigh up to 450 pounds, 204 kilos, boasting a heavily muscled frame and phenomenal endurance. But its most lethal weapon is a pair of long, rapier-straight horns, acting like biological broadswords, constantly leveled directly at the attacker. The lions ruthlessly attempt to close in, but those deadly horns flawlessly parry and block every single angle of attack. Ultimately, they have no choice but to surrender the hunt. The giraffe is the tallest animal on the African savanna, but that towering height is not just for spotting danger from afar. A mature adult can tower over 16 feet, 5 meters tall, and weigh well over a ton, representing a monumental feast capable of drawing an entire lion pride. Yet it is exactly this colossal size that makes bringing them down an incredibly grueling and dangerous task. The lion pride silently disperses, blending seamlessly into the tall grass to strategically sever all potential escape routes. The pursuit rapidly erupts into chaos. The giraffe is violently funneled directly toward the position of a patiently waiting lioness. But the very second the ambusher lunges, the massive prey instantly counterattacks, unleashing bone-crushing stomps with its towering front legs. Utterly unable to secure a lethal grip, the lioness is forcefully driven back. This fleeting momentary gap is just enough for the giraffe to violently break the perimeter and return safely to its herd. Across the golden plains of the Serengeti, the wildebeest serves as a staple prey for the lion. A fully grown adult can weigh between 400 to 600 pounds, 181 to 272, but when standing within the herd, their overwhelming numbers and curved horns make them incredibly difficult to approach. Therefore, lions typically wait patiently for an individual to slow down or become isolated from the herd. A lead lioness silently orchestrates the deadly formation. Once the distance is short enough, a lioness suddenly charges. The initial pounce misses the target, making it seem as though the opportunity has vanished. The entire pride simultaneously swarms the prey, instantly severing all escape routes. But not every tactical plan is destined for success. Despite being a grazing herbivore, the wildebeest is by no means defenseless. When violently backed into a corner, rather than continuing to flee it, unexpectedly wheels around to confront its attackers. The wildebeest relentlessly pivots and counterattacks. A curved horn unexpectedly hooks into a hind leg, violently throwing the predator off balance. Confronting a cornered beast in this manner is certainly not a wise choice. Across the vast savannas of East and Southern Africa, the African wild dog operates in tightly knit packs with a highly evolved instinct for flawless coordination. The hunting success rate of the wild dog is nearly 3 times higher than that of the lion. A solitary wild dog absolutely cannot compare to the raw power of an apex predator. But when the entire pack simultaneously attacks from multiple angles, the space around their adversary rapidly collapses. At a watering hole, a pack of African wild dogs spots a lone lioness and rapidly fans out to encircle her. Relentless, calculated lunges force the lioness to constantly spin on the defensive, completely unable to lock on to a single target. They are not physically stronger than the ruler of the savanna. They merely render that immense power completely useless in controlling the situation. On the African savanna, hyenas and lions are eternal mortal enemies. Therefore, they do not hesitate for a second to overwhelm a solitary lion the moment the opportunity arises. A young male lion unexpectedly falls into a deadly perimeter formed by 20 hyenas. Individual hyenas continuously dart in to snap and rapidly retreat, forcing the lion to frantically spin and defend against every angle. This grueling, drawn-out standoff slowly drains the trapped predator's stamina. Just as the deadly circle begins to tightly close, another male lion unexpectedly charges onto the scene. The balance of power instantly violently shifts, allowing the young lion to break the siege. For a lion, failure does not merely mean losing a meal. It represents a catastrophic loss of vital energy, a perilous risk of debilitating injury, and sometimes the ultimate price paid with its own life. Yet it is precisely these failed hunts that powerfully remind us that nature has never shown favoritism to any single species. Every single living creature is relentlessly fighting with absolutely everything evolution has gifted them desperately, battling for a fleeting chance at survival. Fiercely protecting these wild savannas is synonymous with preserving the final grand stage, where these ancient, unyielding laws of nature continue to unfold every single day.